It's a new year, but we still stuck on the Via Hemp Co. gummies. I absolutely love this brand. I love how clean the products look, like how they package it, how it is discreetly delivered, and they taste so good. They taste so good. I gave so many different family members and friends gifts, the little different types of gummies. I personally love the High on Love and the Zen to help me relax and wind down at the end of a busy day. I love them.
I love the High Love too. I definitely gave them out as stocking stuffers. I was listening to the things that different people in my family and some of my friends had to say. And I'm like, okay, I got a little dose for you and a dose for you and a dose for you. And what I really, really love about Via Hemp as a whole is the website, because the website has so much detailed information. And if you don't know a lot about CBD, THC, CBN, all of the stuff, you will definitely be able to find your own way through looking at the website. It's very detailed. So for our listeners, if you have never ordered anything from Via Hemp, they are inviting you to try it out for 15% off, and you'll get a free gift.
That's a nice little deal.
That is a nice little deal. Who doesn't like a discount? ViaHemp.com, and it's VIIAHEMP.com. And you can get your gummies or whatever other items you see on their website. They have so many things to choose from, but trust us, you definitely want to try the High Love. So head on over to viahemp.com and check out their products, make your purchase, and use code CockTales to get your special discount.
Thank us later.
Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medinah Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called I'ma Have Me a Man, boo-boo. The ingredients you need: 2 ounces of Jack Daniels, some ginger ale, some ice, and a lemon wedge or twist for garnish. So you're gonna fill a glass with ice cubes, pour the Jack over the ice, top the glass with ginger, leaving room for the garnish, and then garnish with your lemon wedge or your twist, something for a little citrusy touch. Give it a gentle stir to mix the ingredients, and there you have it. I'ma have me a man, boo-boo. You know what movie that's from? Baby
What?
Boy.
Oh my God. You love that movie.
I think she actually said, I'ma have me a man, Jody. Not some little boy who still wants to sit at home with his mama. That's my favorite movie.
Welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys.
Hey, y'all.
What you been up to?
Living my little life.
I started, I told y'all a long time ago I started laser hair removal. So now I'm pretty much done with the underarms and the Brazilian. So now I'm doing my legs and my face.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what made me decide to do my legs and my face. I'm a very, very hairy girl. I did it today. That's why I don't have on makeup.
Oh.
So
your skin looks really good.
Thank you. I've been trying to take care of it. I've really only been wearing makeup when I come here. It's just easier. Like, where the fuck am I going? Kroger? Some days I don't feel like it. I'm getting tired in my old age.
A lot of the days I don't feel like I love looking ugly. I say it all the time.
And it's nice to let your skin breathe. And then I've just been trying to take better care of it. But these damn pimples keep wanting to pop up. I think it's very nasty and very rude. But I do think the laser hair removal is absolutely worth it. I just feel like my underarms are smooth, so smooth.
And the hair will never grow back.
So you might have like a few hairs that come up sporadically, but the place that I go to, Simper Laser, it's like you can always come back for free touch-ups for life when you get a package. So
how long was that process for you to be done with?
I started last year.
Oh, wow.
Because what happens is they tell you should do 10 to 13 sessions. So I've done 10 and 9 because I started at different times. 10 on my underarms, 9 on the Brazilian. And so I have a couple more to do, but I'm pretty much done because no hair is really coming back. Now, if you have white hairs, which I found I have like 6 white pussy hairs, those, they can't zap those because there's no color.
Oh.
So, but it's fine. And just like even the rate that the hair grows back, the texture of the hair when it grows back is just easier. And like I'll forget or not even realize that it might be a little peach fuzz under my arms, like especially when I first started, until I looked like really close. I'm like, oh, there is a little bit of hair. And you do have to shave. You can't wax in between because they need to be able to zap that follicle. But it works really good. I noticed like
where I would have like maybe some discoloration from old ingrown hairs or from using a razor years ago. I've been waxing and sugaring for many years, but before that I didn't, and it would leave like them little dark spots sometimes. Those are going away.
Now, let me ask you this. Is this one of those services that's for the rich bitches, or can the everyday working girl do this?
Well, you might want to get some help. I mean, it can be pricey. It just depends on the area that you choose. The bigger the area on your body, the more expensive it is. But it's not like you have to pay all at once, because it is a couple $1,000s, but you can break that up
into payments. They got a payment plan.
They got a payment plan. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. I love it. And I just can't wait to continue on my journey of feeling smooth as a baby's bottom. I just be rubbing on myself. It feels so good.
It looks very smooth. I'm going to think about it. I'm just scared of that pain.
It's not that bad. I think waxing is worse.
Oh, okay. Because waxing is, they always say it gets better. No, it doesn't. I've been getting waxed my whole life.
I think it got a little better, but it was like, okay, so it was a 12 on a scale of 1 to 10. Now it's an 11. Like, that shit fucking hurts.
It hurts.
It's never painless. It's not that bad. But yeah, that's it. And
I've been
trying to find more treatments.
I love a good skin treatment.
I have one coming up later in January. I don't forgot what it was. I got it at Black Friday at Echabel. But it's like a maybe microneedling or something. I need to check to see.
I really want to try the lip thing. And it's really weird because I like my lips, but when I smile, the top lip kind of goes away. And
the lip flip thing with the Botox?
Yeah, not the lip flip. They said if I did the lip flip, I might not see a difference. Because I think I already tried the lip flip, actually. Oh. That's crazy. And I don't think it worked. And so the lady was like, you could do a little filler, but I don't want to look, I'm just so nervous that I'm gonna be looking
how
like,
you look.
Yeah, you don't, she was like, you're not gonna know until you do it. And I just feel like I'm gonna be like, talking like this, but I like when I see the girls talking like this. I know they don't look like this, but it feels, that's just, I want to feel like that.
We'll do it.
I might do it. I am so fucking scared. But last week, I had forgot to tell everybody, I had went on Kodak and JoJo's show. I want to think it's going 153, the beat. So I'm so sorry if I got the name wrong, but it was I'm super proud of Kodak. We went to Clark together, and it was really cool to see him having his own little radio show with iHeart and doing great. His radio voice was amazing, and I was happy to be there to help him co-host. JoJo had a baby, so she's on maternity leave, and it was really fun. So if anybody heard me on it, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in, and shout out to Kodak and JoJo.
That's fun.
It was fun. Getting ready for Brazil with Paradise and Vibe. That's exciting. I've never been to Brazil before. I'm excited to meet the new people and connect with new people and see how that trip goes. If you're interested in coming with me on a trip, go to paradiseandvibe.com so you can come with us to Fiji if you missed Brazil. And if you can't come to Fiji, well, we have a bunch of other trips lined up for the year. So that'll be exciting.
I've also been getting stuff together for Whitley. I found her private tutor today.
A private tutor?
I know, everybody keeps saying that. Y'all know, I told y'all, prepare.
Training?
Yes.
Okay.
But it sounds so much fancier when you say a private tutor, right? So I found a trainer that'll come over.
Now, what's she getting trained for?
Because I'm not having no badass kid.
Okay.
So you need to be well behaved. I don't want you jumping on people. I don't want you biting at people. I know some people whose dogs be biting at people, and I don't like that. You need to be well behaved and act like you got some home training. This is a Black household, okay? And so I'm signing her up. I said, well, I don't even have her yet. He said, oh, proactive. I said, absolutely. And so I said, well, when do you think it is an appropriate time to start? She's a puppy. I tell him her birthday and everything. He's like, okay, let's start like mid-January. Give her 2 to 3 weeks to be home and adjust, and then we'll start. So I was like, okay, perfect.
Does he come? Is it one of those trainers that comes and gets her and takes her away?
No, he's going to be there, and I will be there too, because I need to participate, and then we both get homework.
Okay.
It's a very intense program, but
are you
going to
let
my little girl
sleep in the bed with you?
No, she will have her own bed.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was watching YouTube videos to prepare, and I saw this luxury pet hotel somewhere. I don't even remember, but in the big suites, I guess for the rich bitch dogs, they give them little toddler beds. So then I said, well, do I want to get her a toddler bed for her in her area?
So she can get used to it.
do I want the bed or do I just want to have the soft stuff in the crate? I was trying to find a couch that looked like my couch, but I was like, bitch, you are not in a house. You have a limited amount of space.
They do have those on Etsy.
But I wanted to look exactly like my couch. That's where I was at, was Etsy. I was looking for the same one, same color and everything. Then I was like, well, maybe I should just get a new couch because these dog couches are looking really cute and I would rather have this.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm not sure. We're going to see how it goes. But I've got to get her something. So I think I'll get her something small and we'll just see.
Have you
what
read up
she's
on
feeling.
her breed, like what their personalities are like? What are they like?
So because she's a mix of Poodle and Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, she's supposed to be high energy, very intelligent. They're snugglers. They like attention. And they should be easy to train. So we shall see.
When I had my toy poodle, he wasn't mixed, but I trained him on my own. And I taught him play dead, give me your paw, lay down, bark. And I taught him. I'm not
They
a
say
dog
poodles
training
are so smart.
They're so smart. And if you don't give them something to do, they'll be bad.
I found some little like doggy bowls for the food and treats that are like mind games for them. So they can't just like get in there and get it. They have to like do stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, by April, we'll be working on this. We're going to work up to it.
I cannot wait to meet
I'm like,
this
let me
little
find
baby.
a little pageant to put her in when she's ready.
She doesn't even realize how much pressure she's under.
She doesn't, but she's going to have a blast.
Yes.
You guys can follow her on TikTok at not Waverly. That's her original birth name, but
Waverly?
Waverly.
I used to know a guy named Waverly.
Yeah, I wasn't fucking with it. Whitley is what it is. Whitley's.world on TikTok.
This will be very cute.
This is going to be a fun journey. I just cannot wait. I'm so excited.
We'll have to let our girls meet each other one day.
Next time.
Yeah, next time we'll see how that goes. You know, my little bitch is a bitch.
She's hyper, but
Shy
she's
Shy?
not a bitch.
No, with other dogs, she is.
Oh, okay.
When she's not getting, like, if other dogs run, she's like, oh, fuck do you think you are? And then she's acting crazy.
And I just have to put my baby back in her purse because we not having that. That's why she got to go to obedience school because we can't be having that. That's another thing they said they work on.
I got Shy, and I didn't have her from when she was a puppy. Like I've only had one other dog, Mystic. You remember Mystic? My poodle, and I had him from when he was a little tot. So like I was able to like groom him how I wanted him to be.
Stuff.
Shy was already 4, and she was from Chicago. She was rough. Shy used to bite me. We had some fights, and we are under control. But you know, you can take a girl from the hood, but you can't take the hood out of her.
Man, when people were like, you should rescue a dog from the shelter, I considered it. But I went to let me show you this picture of this damn dog. When I went, I found a specific like poodle rescue. I had never seen a poodle that looked like this. I'm going to put it up on the screen. You guys, this dog, I'm sorry to whoever's dog this was, but this dog was so fucking ugly. If I saw this when I woke up in the middle of the night, I would kick that bitch and probably leave my apartment. What the fuck is this?
Oh, but
She is lying.
Dog you saw when you went to
On their website, this was the poster child. Can y'all... I gotta throw it on the screen some kind of... This is ugly. Look at him.
He is looking...
Ooh, you know he bites. You know
he might not bite.
Girl, look at that mouth. It's primed up for a thumb, a toe or something. He's angry. He's old. He was probably mistreated. And I'm sorry that he had a rough life. It's just like an old geezer. Like imagine an old geezer sitting on a porch in West Virginia somewhere and he just hates his neighbors for no fucking reason. That's who that dog came from. And I was like, oh, hell no. I'm going back to Paw Parade and see what breeders they can connect me to because this ain't it. I had to get my bougie girl.
I can't wait to meet that little bougie girl.
Me either. I'm just so excited.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we could update them on.
I don't think so. If I think of something, I guess y'all hear about it later.
Maybe
more
on
in real
Instagram.
time. Yeah. Maybe I'll post by then. Okay. So on that note, we can move on to weird sex. And when we come back, we'll get into today's topics.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Okay, so this week's weird. I don't know why I'm smiling. This is not a good story. According to reports, There was an individual who was observed lying down on the hospital bed and had inadvertently taken an excessive amount of sexual enhancement tablets purchased from a nearby store. You know them gas station pills. He had planned to engage.
Really be taking those.
He had planned to engage in sexual activity with a date, but due to the fact that she did not show up, he ended up having to go to the hospital anyhow. In order to alleviate his discomfort caused by an excessive amount of blood flow in his penis, the patient is observed squirming on the bed. An overdose of sexual enhancement drugs can cause priapism, which I've talked about before, which is characterized by an erection that lasts for a number of hours to several days. How do you go through life with a hard dick for hours that turns into days?
I really wonder, when your dick is hard for too long, does it start to hurt?
I think it does. It has to. And then like what happens to the rest of your body? Because your dick gets hard because of the blood flow there. And it's like, I just think about like when I have a ring, a cheap ass ring that I fell asleep in and my fingers swell up while I was asleep and I'm having to oil it to get it off. And I'm like,
Put it
oh my
under
God.
the water, twist it, it's hurting. You see the fat scrunching up.
And then I'm like, oh my God, am I going to have to go to the hospital? Am I going to lose my finger? It's really starting to hurt. That's what I picture with this. But anyway, in the event that an excessive amount of blood flows into the penis, causing it to expand, priapism can occur, and it causes discomfort or pain for men who suffer from it. Urgent medical attention should be sought out by men who experience this. Y'all need to be careful because this happened to this man and he was laid up in that hospital bed. And I just want to know why he thought that he was fucking this girl. And so he took a whole bunch of gas station pills ahead of the date, and then she stood you up. Like, obviously, you did not have it in the bag.
Yeah, but I also wonder, like, and if anyone has been with someone who tried the gas station pill, like, why do you trust the gas station pill? Like, it's the gas station.
I mean, they take them from the sex stores to be the same shit.
I'd just be scared to put them things in my body.
I don't know.
It's not from a reputable source. Like, because now you got things like these.
Well, he took too many.
Why was he doing that?
I mean, it's given he had erectile dysfunction, or maybe he thought he had something to prove. I don't know. The pressure was on. But maybe you should have focused on your conversation skills.
Personality. Maybe
Crack
you
some
also should have
jokes.
read the directions for the pill.
And heeded the directions. Like, take one pill. Do not exceed more than one pill in 48 hours. And you took 48 pills in 1 hour. And now look at you with a hospital bill. Anyway, thank you guys for sharing that story with us. Really appreciate it. Keep sending them in.
Keep doing it. Kiki.
Yes.
Have you been on any like fun outings lately in Atlanta with a date or just like doing something fun?
No, I've been in the house. Last fun outing I had.
Cirque du Soleil.
I did go to Cirque du Soleil. That was fun. I really enjoyed all the Black people that came out and was doing the flips and stuff on each other. Like, he was spinning this man like a pizza.
They are talented.
That was my favorite part. Like, all the stuff from the hanging from the sky and stuff, all that was cool. But those boys spinning each other on their feet and flipping around and shit, that was so cool. That was fun, but no.
There's this thing that I
lately.
really want to go to. I'm going to show you the picture because I want to make sure I get the name right. Do you ever see like these little ads where the Asian lady is in the dress spinning on her toes? I always see the Shin Yun.
Oh, yes. I've seen that for decades and decades.
And I'm always
I've
like,
never been to a show. You're going?
I'm going. I'm going to go. This is, it's Shin Yun, out China before communism. And it's just this lady. I'm sure y'all have seen the billboards. And I've seen it outside of Atlanta too. It's at the Symphony
they're
Hall.
worldwide.
Yeah. And so I'm like, let me go see what they talking about over here with these little Asian ladies spinning around. Because I feel like it's going to be classy and you got to dress up. And I cannot wait to go.
That's going to be exciting. I can't wait for you to tell us about it.
I can't wait either. It's like, my boyfriend was like, well, what they doing? I was like, I don't know, baby. We're just going to go and see. I invited Tiffany, her man. And she was like, what they doing? I was like, girl, I don't know. But they promoting. They be promoting everywhere. So they got some funds.
I think they're like, it's like not ballet, but I think it's like they're dancing and it's a
symphony.
story. To
Yeah,
it,
and there's a
'cause-
live orchestra. I'm so
I
excited
think
to
it'll be
see
cool.
this.
They're really popular. I remember them from being like a little girl, seeing like flyers, or they would be on the back of magazines and newspapers with ads. That's cool.
There's this other place that I went to a few weeks ago, also in Atlanta, and it's one of those places where it's like, if you don't know about it, you don't know about it. And I thought it was so cute. It's called the Sober Social, and it's in this building near Peter Street in the Cut. You go in, they have to buzz you in, and when you go in, it's this really cute little bar. They have a limited amount of like selections of drinks and little snacks. It's not like a dinner place, and it is just the cutest little environment. It's probably about not even bigger than this studio, but beyond that, there's like some stairs. You go on the stairs, there's a little art museum. There are different like classes that you can take. So there's a perfume making class. There's a DJ class, like a mixing class. You can go and like make your own mix. It is just the cutest little building of fun date activities, or if you want to get your girlfriends together or a group of people together. It is just, I was like, this place is so cute. It's right in Atlanta. I never knew about it. Never knew about it. It was really cute. The Sober Social, I think that was the name of it. I'm gonna tell Diane about it now. I didn't like my drinks, but the environment was cute. I
And
told
it's
the
nice to
bartender.
try a new experience.
Yeah, she was like, "Why didn't you drink your drink?" And I was like,
It's nasty.
I didn't say it like that, but I was like, I really don't like it. And she was like, well, espresso martinis aren't for everyone. So if you don't drink coffee, I
I've
was
had
like,
it
I
before.
love like my Instagram name is Coffee Bean Dean because I love coffee. Like, I'm kind of a espresso martini connoisseur. And she was like, well, what don't you like about it? And I was like, it has, espresso martini, you drink them as well. It's either really good or it's just not good. There's no in between. And I was like, first of all, let's start with the rimming. You did like a graham cracker rimming. So when it gets wet, it was mushy.
Why does she do graham
That's
cracker?
what I wanted to know. I was like, why would you do that? It tastes like bread, like someone put it in bread pudding.
That's gonna feel like bush in your mouth.
It already messed it up. And then some of it was floating to the top of the drink. So it just looks nasty. I was like, and then I don't know if you're actually using an espresso machine or if you're using just coffee because
That's a big difference.
It makes it have a fruity taste when you mix it with alcohol for some reason. I was like, it's just not it. But you don't have to take it off because I really love the environment.
Oh, you know what I forgot about? Because it hasn't happened yet. But Mallory wanted to do this thing for her birthday. Her birthday's not till February. Mallory's my sister. And she sent me like a TikTok video of these girls doing it. You've done it already. And she said, I want to go to the studio for my birthday and make a song.
Oh.
So her husband wrote us a song.
Mm-hmm.
And so the day before Christmas Eve on Saturday, we're going to make a song. It's a rap song. And I don't know what my verse is. He told me to call him today. I forgot. I'm a horrible client. But this is going to be fun. And she told him, I remember she was telling me about it because she was like, I'm just going to have Derek write all of it for us. And I'm
the ghostwriter.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, good. Because girl, I can't write. She said me either. She was like, yeah, got the first verse back, not fucking with it. And I was like, well, what's wrong? She said, I told him to yassify the fuck out of it. She was like, it's not sassy enough. And he needs to remember he's writing for us. Not
What
for
is
him.
yassify?
Like yass. Like,
Oh, he don't know. Y'all probably got to help with that part.
She did.
Okay.
This is her damn song. I'm just supportive
What's
sister.
the name of the song?
I don't know. When I last looked at the notes, we didn't have a name for the song yet.
Are the kids going to do the drops?
Oh, this is not a song for the kids. It's just me and my sister.
It's like a sexy red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ratchet. City girls. She was trying to get costumes together. I said, oh, we got to dress up. Okay, that makes it more fun. We love a theme with anything we do, just extra for no reason.
I remember we went to the studio and did this for my sister's bachelorette party.
Yeah, that was so cute.
We did love songs and it was fun. It was so much fun. But I never did this. Remember I got that song made for my boyfriend? I'm gonna play a little clip because I was like, dang, I never really shared it with nobody. Let me see. Making songs is fun. Are you gonna let us hear your song?
If it sounds good, yeah.
I want to hear it even if it sounds bad because that is, I
want to hear it. So she was like listening to samples. She was like, these beats are too slow. I said, oh, you getting serious about this. I'm excited. This is going to be good.
I bet her husband is like, okay, you don't even do this.
Yeah, because she was like, he really like writes. So she was like, I guess he's an artist and he's sensitive about his shit. So I have to be like more calm.
He needs to present the finished song when y'all get to the studio.
No. I told her to tell him, I actually need you to do a whole like demo, like a real demo and send it to me so I can practice. So that when we get in the studio, I mean, he bought the studio time. I need to be ready.
Okay.
I can practice on the plane.
Okay.
What? I need to be prepared.
Okay, for my boyfriend's birthday last year, I got a song made on Song Finish. This is not no ad. I really did this, and we was laying in the bed crying. Okay, I'm just gonna play a little bit of it. And it is not me singing.
I was minding my business, walking down the street at Atlantic Station. Your friend hollered at me. I wasn't interested in him, so I went on with my day to get some tacos. Oh, you follow me there 'cause you're shy as to get lunch. Didn't know whether to say yes or throw a punch. But that Tom Brown fit did too much. After that meal, I fell in love. Some perfect timing.
We was crying and I loved it. I can't wait till y'all make y'all song. Like music and then you getting to do it when that's not really what you do, whether you're writing it or performing it, like what y'all about to do or being in the studio. That is just, y'all about to have so much fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I was like, are we gonna have snacks though? I think. What? I'm always thinking about this. I was like, we need to have some drinks and we have some snacks. Like, how long is this session?
How long? Y'all not Beyonce. Y'all probably about to be in there an hour.
It's just gonna be a girls' night party for us. We just want our sister time.
Okay.
Anyway.
It's gonna be fun. I really can't wait to hear. That's gonna be fun. Wow, this week I wanted to ask you, what do you think someone who you're dating or just dealing with, or y'all like each other, you're spending a lot of time with, and they're always at your house, what do you think they should contribute, if anything? This was a conversation I was having with a girlfriend of mine. She's like, it was the flip side, but I was like, I wonder what are you supposed to contribute if you're not, let's say this person is always at your house. They eat the food, but you like them though. It's not like this is a problem, but maybe they're not contributing anything because y'all haven't had the conversation. What do you think?
For me, I think you should contribute anything you consume. And I think that you should just help with anything that I need help with. I mean, or go home. Like, for example, you come over, you eat every meal here. If you're eating every meal with me, but I buy the groceries, I mean, you should pick up some groceries sometimes. And I'm not saying that you have to do it to take care of me, but at this point, you here for every meal.
You live here, nigga.
You should contribute. Like, that's how it goes. I think that, and as far as like doing things like take out the trash, if it's stuff that needs to be cleaned up or the dishes and all of that, at this point, you're not a regular guest. So to just sit and relax, that's an issue. I've had to have that conversation with different people before.
Is it uncomfortable?
Yeah, it is. And then the responses are different. But I think that I just wish people would like notice, hey, you realize, just have some self-awareness that you're in somebody else's space. And while they are being hospitable and doing all of these things, like, don't you want to show a little appreciation? Because it starts to feel a little bit like being taken advantage of.
I don't even think it's appreciation, it's manners.
Even if the person doesn't feel taken advantage of, I think you should still do it and not even ask if they want you to do it, but just do something. There are little things that can be done. And then if you spend more time, then it's like, ask, like, what can I help you out with? What can I take off your back, off your plate? You know, what do you think?
So it's so interesting because you're not coming over. You're not, even when I was living by myself, it was like, I always said this, I don't feel comfortable just having people just hanging at the house, even if we are dating. So it would be me coming over to your house. I don't know what it is about like the home setting, but you can't just be chilling up over here. You need to get up off my couch and we need to go somewhere else because this isn't fun. But if I'm at your place all the time, I'm going to do exactly what you said. Like, I like to ask, like, if you say you're cooking tonight, do you want me to bring groceries? Do you want me to bring some wine? If you're cleaning up, I'm going to help you clean up. I think that is one of the most common things that people don't do. And I think that's weird to not somebody cooked for you. And yes, it might be their house or their place, but even if I haven't been chilling at your place all day and all the time for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'm still gonna ask because I don't feel comfortable not assisting with something. Like, do you need help? I can do the dishes, or I can load the dishwasher, or what do you want me to put stuff in? If you say no, that's one thing. But I don't really feel right just sitting in any setting where everybody's doing something and I'm just sitting there, even if I'm a guest. If I get to a party early, one of my girlfriends, her boyfriend did a surprise birthday party for her. And you know I don't play with time. They said get there at 9, so I got there at 8:30. And the guy that was putting it on was like, why did you here so early? I was like, because like I don't want to ruin the surprise. I didn't want to get here too late, and I hate when it's a surprise and people get there at 9:15. You said 9 o'clock. I just wanted to make sure we got a good spot. But he was like decorating and doing stuff. I was like, do you need help? I don't mind helping. I really don't mind helping. They were like, no, but I think that like that's one of those manners that people like, you either have that or you don't though. Because also I don't want to keep having to tell you what to do.
It's a one-time conversation, and after that, now we got a whole bigger issue.
Yeah, a whole different emotion even behind the conversation. Cause nigga, what?
And then I also think like with the cooking thing, right? I cook a lot and it'd be a lot of dishes and stuff. And I just feel like you, the person that I made this meal for, when it's done, you don't lay there and rub your belly and turn on the game. You get your ass up and you come clean up or help me clean up along the way. Don't touch the pots because I don't need you fucking up the meal. But you know, as I'm cooking or whatever, can I help you? The help could be cleaning up. The help could be having a conversation or keeping me company while I do this.
Wrapping the food up.
Or shutting up if I want to focus, because sometimes it might be somewhere I really need to focus. I can't be getting lost in conversation. Tricky sauce might burn it. It just depends. But like, I think people should be more aware. And, you know, you live, you learn. Well, we all make mistakes, but think about it. Like, are you at somebody else's house right now? Get your ass up and clean something.
But you know, it's really interesting because I also think that if you are dating someone and that's the dynamic, or it's like you are in the back of your mind, you're like, dang, I really want to, why are you not helping me? Man or woman, whoever is the person that's like, you always over here, you ain't contributing not a nan thing. Like, I know you don't live here. I'm not going to ask you to split the bills with me, but you don't think you maybe could clean up a little? You're here all the time. Maybe bring me some food. Ask me if I want you to cook. I think that it kind of shows you what the person is like. Because like I said, it's like you either have that in you or you don't. And so if I have to keep telling you, or you didn't recognize it anyways, to me, it kind of shows you a piece of the person that you maybe are just like, well, I don't live here.
Yeah, because I had a conversation with somebody one time and he was saying like, well, at your place, I wouldn't do that. But when I go to his place, it's different. He was like, well, when you come to my house, you don't need to touch a thing. Like, I do everything for you. And I'm like, yeah, but still, it doesn't matter. I also offer to help. What the fuck? What is the problem with helping? I don't know why people don't. I mean, I guess it is nice to just be waited on hand and foot, and so you'll wear it out until you wear them out, and then you get the boot.
Now they mad and screaming at you doing the Viola Davis cry from fences.
Ooh.
I was okay. The other night I was up late watching the best Viola Davis performances clips before I went to sleep. You ever watch like movie clips of like actors that can really act and just you just be looking at you even start crying because it's just you feel them. And so I just finished reading Finding Me by Viola Davis, and I just now like love her even more than I did before, because I learned so much about her life that I didn't know. And so I ended up looking up the fences scene, and I was like, she was really, there was snot and tears coming out of her nose.
I mean, every time, but she meant it. I was watching another movie with Viola Davis over the weekend. What is it called? I can't think of the name.
Is it old or new?
Is it Prisoner?
Doubt?
Yeah, Prisoner or Prisoners. I think it's a little old, like maybe
Is that
10
the one with
years.
Jake Gyllenhaal and he's the FBI agent and the little girls get kidnapped? Okay, yeah, I've seen that.
And then I was like, she hasn't cried the whole movie. Next thing I know, she was crying. And then the next scene, the snot is coming down the nose. She don't play about that snot. I wonder how she keeps so much runny snot just readily available.
Well,
I'm going to have to read the book.
Read the book, because her story is so sad that she just dives into her life and it's going to be some snot coming out of that cry. When is the last time you had an ugly cry?
Maybe like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but I was at home, thank God. I was at home in the privacy of my own space. I hate when I ugly cry in public.
Me too.
That's me feeling like a weak ass bitch.
You're not though. We know you're not. You're a strong, independent woman.
I try to be, but every now and again, it is not that. But yeah, I had an ugly cry. When's the last time you had an ugly cry?
I had an ugly cry in Jamaica at hedonism.
Oh, really?
I ate too many of those shroom chocolates.
I did not eat mine.
I was like, I didn't touch them again after that because I was like, okay, I need to.
How many were in your bag?
It was only one full block, but you gotta just nibble
said you could eat like one block.
Yeah,
and mine had 3.
I didn't read the package.
You know I'm gonna read. I read every instruction.
We were just like, what is
I
it?
said, now what is this? Is this what shrooms is? Because it doesn't say shrooms. It says whatever the name is. So I'm on Google and I was like, I don't think this is safe. I need to put this away.
Yeah, good thing you did because you would have been ugly crying on the bathroom shower.
What made you cry?
I can't remember. I really can't remember.
How long did it last?
It didn't last that long. It was like a 20-minute
Oh,
cry.
thank goodness. How long was the high?
Maybe like the entire night. Like I was still high.
Hell no.
I was still high when we went to the casino party.
Oh.
I was high and I was like, I got to get up. I remember you're like, where were y'all? I had to go remove my. One thing I've learned in my big age is when it is time to remove yourself, let's remove because I don't know what's about to happen. It could have been a whole different story. Been getting fucked in the butt soup. That was wow. That was an experience I will never forget. Okay, how do you feel about, and I'm not sure if we've talked about this before, but like keeping things that an ex gave to you or your person?
I think it depends on what it is and why you're keeping it.
Let's say it's a piece of jewelry.
I'm keeping it. It's real jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sir, why would I give that away?
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't wear it. Maybe I could sell it. But it's like, that's something that's got some value behind it. I'm supposed to throw it away. What am I supposed to do? Give it to Goodwill?
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had to have that conversation with anybody?
No. I'm not telling you where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
I had
Now,
to have
somebody
that.
gave me something that was like, I don't know, maybe I had like, I don't know, some initials or something like that or something engraved. That's something that I just have to put it away.
Mm-hmm.
Probably sell it or give it away. Those types of things I probably wouldn't want to keep. But like, let's say somebody bought me a computer. I'm keeping that shit. I need my computer.
Yeah.
Everybody know I like my electronics. I need all my gadgets and gadgets. What do you think?
I think you can keep your stuff. Again, if it's like, I'm trying to think of something that would not be okay. If it's like a picture, one of those picture
You
things.
don't need to keep no picture t-shirt, none of that shit. Pictures from Six Flags when you was in high school. I want to see that.
You know that painting that I got for my birthday when I turned 30? It was really interesting. And it only came up because my new boyfriend was like, where do you want to hang this up in the house? And I started to feel guilty because I was like, a whole other nigga got this made for me. And like, he was like, oh, I'll put it right in my office. And I was like, I don't know why, but I felt like, oh, Jesus. So he was like, where did you get this painting from? Like, who did it? I couldn't remember the guy's name because I didn't contact him. My ex did. And so I was like, I lied. And I was like, it was a joint gift. And he was like, a joint gift? Like, what do you mean?
Who?
I was like, oh, like my family all put it. He was like, but how did they find the artist? And I was like, I'm lying.
What kind of story was that?
I was like,
It sounds like, it's a joint gift. Like, what?
I used to lie so good.
Because you would have said, oh, my family got it for me.
And I was lying. And I used to lie good. But now that I'm in love, I can't lie no more. And so I was like, okay, can we talk about this? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, my ex-boyfriend got me this painting, but I'm not getting rid of this painting. Like, I don't know if it's going to make you feel insecure and make you feel some type of way, but this is a painting that's going to go with me everywhere in life because I personally really love this. It's beautiful.
And it's just a painting of you. It's not like it's the two of y'all.
Right.
Like a painting of the two of y'all, that got to go in the storage.
Right. Or can you send it to him? That's weird. I wouldn't keep, that's not something I would keep.
But I
unless he
also
passed
wouldn't want
away.
to trash a beautiful painted portrait of myself. Like, I'm on it. Let's put something else on that side.
Yeah. So he was, we kind of talked about it and he was like, I don't
don't
have a
want it?
problem with it. Yeah. He was like,
Okay.
I really don't have a problem with it. He was like, I think it's beautiful too. Like, it's not one of those things where it's like, so then we started talking about, I was like, well, we'll buy you something that you can hold on to. So we went through, we went through some of the things and I didn't feel any type of way, but I don't know. I just wanted to know, like, if you.
I'm not really particular about things like that. I think it would be them, like, if you had pictures of the two of y'all hanging up and stuff, I'd be like, what the fuck is this bitch still doing here? You know? But the other stuff, like, it's got a value to you and that's a part of your life and that part is over. But you can keep the memories and that's fine. It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me.
She was nervous it was gonna bother him.
What do you think about like pictures in the phone still?
I don't care about that. I mean, there are pictures. You can go back and look at them. I wouldn't go through and delete my pictures. I mean, it's like, I look at my phone and I'm looking at the Photos app and it's like 44,000 pictures in there. And that's not even all the pictures I've ever taken. To go through and delete them, even like, well, I don't post pictures of men on my social media, but would I feel a way about that? I don't know.
If they were still on the timeline? I honestly don't know if I still have any niggas on my timeline. I don't just be scrolling down, checking my page like that.
Right. I don't know.
But if somebody asked me if there was one, if somebody did, and
If
they're like,
something was on my page, I could archive it. But I'm not deleting photos out of my phone. I'm not deleting videos out of my phone. I'm keeping it. Those are my memories and I want to keep them. Like, I had a life before you. Sorry you didn't meet me soon enough. So that I have to go kissing all these toads. But here we are. And I think it's fine with me for me to keep my memories. Fine with me for me to keep. But I would hope that whoever I'm with would understand that and wouldn't even ask me not to. And I wouldn't ask him to. So hopefully, you know, we would be on the same page. I have had somebody ask me to see pictures of guys I've dated before. And I was like, I was wondering, like, why do you want to see them?
What'd they say? Or
he said, I want to see what the guys look like that you used to talk to. Like, I want to see what type is your type because I don't know. And I was like, you're not going to see it. They look different. Everybody looks different. So, And I didn't really want to do it. I showed him a few, and then it turned into
Did he want to know, like, who you thought looked better or like?
No, I really think he wanted to see, like, does he look similar to them? Like, do I have a type where all these guys kind of look alike? Or am I really looking at people who are all different in looks? I don't know, but it turned into an argument. I was like, see, this is why I didn't want to do shit in the first place. Let me have my damn memories. What do you need to see these people for? These people are nothing now. It's fine. Like, you want to take a picture? Like, you want to take a selfie? What the fuck? I don't like that.
Speaking of posting men on social media, it's really funny because, you know, I post my nigga, but I put an emoji over his face.
And I think that is so funny and weird.
I think it's funny too. I think it's so funny. Like, I didn't realize how people get enraged.
Enraged?
Girl,
what happens?
I blocked probably 10 to 15 people today because I was like,
wait.
that we had a photo shoot. Shout out to Barry.
Wait, why did you have to block people?
Because I don't.
From the pictures you posted today?
From the pictures I posted
The pictures
today.
were pretty.
They were beautiful. Thank you. And it was just like a moment. I was like, oh my God, I love these pictures so much. And I'm going to post my man. And I always put an emoji over his face. And people just get so annoyed, like, I don't understand. They start writing these think pieces. I'm talking about some people reposted it in my comments. But I go through and delete them. Like, You're not getting any. You're getting deleted and you're getting blocked. And you might get reported depending on what the fuck comes out that goddamn mouth. Because here's the thing, it's just so interesting to me that people are like, we don't care what he looks like. Well, then why are you even commenting? Why are you this bothered by it? Then I don't understand why complete strange. I think sometimes people forget that, like, you can connect with people on social media as much as you want. I don't know. We don't really know each other. Like, the people, some people are like, how do you think this would make him feel? I've already asked him how it made him feel. That's none of your business. It's really to the strangers, the people that, like, they're like, well, what do you think? No one's gonna see him in person. People definitely see him in person. And when we run into people, I introduce them like, oh, hey, this is my boyfriend, such and such. It's not this thing where I'm like, I'm ashamed of this person, or I don't want y'all to see him just in case he cheats on me. And how will I come back? How can I post another nigga after this? The way that social media makes people think that they're intelligent is really just annoying. This girl wrote a whole think piece, Kiki, and I really just was like, girl.
What was she saying?
It is really sad that you feel, I can't imagine how much stress this must cause you to feel that you can't post the person that you love. Like that must really be depressing behind. And I mean, it was really just, sometimes people get it and it's right on, like what people say is right on cue. And you're like, dang, do I know you?
I figured you liked it and you just like doing it.
Now it's just a thing where it's like, it's just like, you're getting so
you know
mad.
that you'll get a rise out of people because they gonna feel away. And I was like, Medinah probably likes this. I think it's weird, but hey, it's your page. You post what you want. I'm not writing what I think or anything. Like, why I don't get people to leave you a negative comment. That shit's wild.
And again, there were so
And it's
many
your
men
page.
that
What were the men saying?
The men were like, "Oh, that's a bitch ass nigga to let you do that." I mean, I was like, "What?"
I know you blocked them fast.
Oh, you was I'm talking about blocked, reported, and blocked and reported. And I went to some of their pages and I was about to engage. I was about to say, you probably need to block your wife's face because she ugly. But I was like, let me stop because it's gonna get prolonged.
Oh gosh.
And, but I will go there with certain people. But yeah, I just think it's one of those things where I don't understand why it makes people so annoyed or upset if you really don't care.
Because they do care. People do absolutely care. Now, why they care, I can't answer that. I've seen you do it, but I've seen a lot of other people do it, or people will do things like, have you seen the pictures where it'll be like a couple picture and one person's like face will get like photoshopped out, so it's just like the background, like the head is missing, like they're in front of the beach and you don't see the head, you see the body and it's just more water that just got put on there. And so when I see stuff like this, I just feel like y'all, all of y'all that do this are trolling us, and I just look at it, I get my laugh and I keep scrolling. Like,
it's supposed to be funny. Like I personally think it's hilarious. I haven't seen a lot of other people do it, but if I did, I would crack. I think it's
never
funny.
People I know, but like I like to look at funny shit. I follow a bunch of funny pages. They do it a lot. I gotta find one of the Photoshop
and
ones
send it to me because I want to laugh and crack up. Like, I don't know, y'all be acting like behind closed doors, like people aren't having communications with their significant other in the real life. First of all, I wouldn't even post anything about my boyfriend if he wasn't comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. You don't do that to people. The same with like family members, kids. Like, I make sure that my sister is okay with her kids being posted on social media and she's fine. It's just weird to me how the types of people that are on social media, y'all are weird. Y'all are really weird. On that note, we will move on to Indecisive Diane, and when we come back, we have some advice letters to read.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey ladies, it's me, Diane, and this week I have a very romantic yet simple but kind of difficult date idea for you. I want you and your mans, or you and your ladies, to take the love language test. After you take the love language test and learn your partner's love language, plan a date surrounding around that.
We are back from Indecisive Diane, and now we have some advice. This one is titled, Did I Make a Rash Decision? Is it rash or brash? Or those, it can be the same.
I thought it was rash.
Rash or brash?
I thought it was rash. Maybe it is rash. I don't know. I gotta Google. Google while you read. Well, I'll Google while you read.
Okay. Hey, Kiki and Medinah. I was dating a 21-year-old male for a little over a month. I'm a 26-year-old female. This was my first time dating someone so young, but it was also the sweetest.
It's both.
It is? Mm-hmm. Okay. So deranged and arranged? Or
no. Deranged and estranged. Deranged and arranged are definitely different.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure nothing changed. This was my first time dating someone so young, but it was also the sweetest relationship I've ever had. We ended very abruptly when I randomly asked him, when did he see himself having kids? I was genuinely curious, and I don't know what I expected his answer to be, but I definitely wasn't expecting it to be a hard 15 years. That would put him at 35, solid dad age. However, that would put me at 41. I see myself having a daughter at 32-ish. Did I end it too quickly about something so far in the future? Thanks for reading. I love you both.
Wait, how
and
old
the
is she?
pod. She
20?
is 26 and he's 21 currently.
Girl, I think you did end it too quick, but oh well, move on. You're still young. You can get another one.
Yeah, you can get another one. I kind of think you ended it too quick too because you said this has been the sweetest relationship that you ever had. He gave you an honest answer. Like,
what's wrong with 35? You are older than him, hun, and that's the way the dice roll.
And the way that if you're healthy, if you're living your life in a healthy way, like a lot of women are having babies now. My sister had her baby at 40.
Her first one?
The first one. No. She just turned 40. So she had the first one at 38. Second one at 39. I mean, still, she was still at that high age. What do they call it? Geriatric pregnancy. You can still have a baby at 41. Hopefully, like, bitch, you
could also freeze your eggs and consider that, and then have a little safety net. But I think that he's being realistic with himself too. And I think that's a good sign that he's not trying to rush into something. 35 is a solid dad age.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, younger could work out too, but like 35 is good. And he's just saying he wants to establish himself and stuff. And you're not there yet, obviously. So maybe you got some establishing to do.
Yeah. And you're not wrong either. Don't be too hard on yourself. You know what you want. He knows what he wants. And sometimes that ends relationships.
Yeah. Well, good luck on your next one. Oh, it's my turn now. I'm over here still thinking about brash and rash. And then I'm wondering other words that are like that are phrases, but it says it's synonymous. Now I'm going to go be looking at all kind of word and phrases for tonight. Okay. Date bae or leave it be. That is the subject. Okay. Hi, ladies. I'm going to save the long intro. Okay, so boom. I started dating this white man and was loving it. Good sex, good dates, good job, and good quality time spent. Very much husband material. We were getting closer and closer to the point where we were sexting and chatting all day. About 3 months in, I was getting antsy about asking for money and I wanted to try. Ooh. So while I had gone on vacation in Puerto Rico, I texted him and asked if he'd pay for my drink while a friend and I were at a nice dinner. Very low stakes for a drink, right? He said no. He said if I asked in person, he would pay, but not when I'm not around. And he honestly got a little weird about it. He has sent me a measly $15 before. And on our dates, I know he's paid anywhere from $50 to $300 for one night. So what's the issue? It's so small, but I can't get over it. I have not been horny for him. I can't even talk to him the same. I like money and...
She wrote the wrong show.
I like money and not just while he's around. I thought he wouldn't mind tricking, judging by the way he likes taking me on dates. He still takes me on dates and does things for me. I can even tell he's falling for me, but I'm falling out. Am I overreacting, or should I let him be my date bae and leave the rest of him alone? What do y'all think? Thanks, ladies. Do you want a husband or do you want a trick?
She wants a trick.
Because at first she said, oh, he's husband material. But then at the end, you talk about you mad he's not spending money on you. And spending money on a date when he's there is different if you want an allowance or you want something like that. I also, if I was a man and you were on vacation in Puerto Rico and you asked me to pay for a drink, I'd be like, what the fuck is this broke bitch hitting me up for? Because I would just wonder, like,
in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, because it's going to feel like you needed me to pay for a drink. Because why would you ask me for something so small? Why didn't you ask me for help for your trip? Like, oh, can you give me a few outfits? Can you do this? If you were going to ask, I think you should have done it before. But then also, he's not obligated to do those things. And if you're turned off, absolutely, leave him alone. He's not going to be the person that you can just call and treat like an ATM.
I always tell the women, the ones who be like, I want husband material. Are you ready for it? Because this behavior is not ready for husband material. When you get niggas that really have their lives together, they're healthy, they have a healthy mind, they have a healthy body. Like they're not living this Instagram relationship life. They're doing different things. And it's like, that doesn't come with, I'm tricking on you. That just does not. They are well aware of savings and their money, and they're not tricking on women. Not to say that they don't want to get married and take care of a woman, but that's not the way that it's going to happen. You're asking for somebody to buy you a $15 drink. It seems like you need help. And if you do need financial assistance, That's okay, but I don't think you should be dating for marriage right now. You need to be looking for the rappers, the tricks, meet somebody in a strip club, meet them at Revel if you live in Atlanta. Where else could they meet a trick?
I be in my house. I don't know, child.
Maybe sliding some Instagram DMs, but this ain't it. You can't be
I
needing
have
help.
aged out of the clubs. I don't even know which clubs are open and what's not. I still, I be at home where it's nice, warm, and safe. It's crazy out in them streets.
You got to date in your range, and there is a trick range. So I hope that you find it, because he probably like, I'm not dealing with black women no more. You done made this nigga mad.
Well, I don't even know what to tell you, girl, but let us know what happens next. Let us know about your next escapade, because I know that this is not going to last.
And stop vacationing in Puerto Rico. Go somewhere else.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
All right, we are going to move on to the cocktails.
This is a long cocktail. I did not realize how long this was.
This is a novel. I ain't reading this. I'm tired. You just read yours. I'm sorry. We got to say, girl.
This is
You wrote a book.
Wow. I didn't look that long on the
I'm
computer.
going to have to go through and strike through some stuff, because I know you got unnecessary details. It's probably good. I see pussy eating champ in here.
Mine is
fucked. Yours ain't as long.
Okay, let's read mine, but when I stop, you just pick up. I'll read half of it, you read the other half.
We all right.
This one is called A Late Night Sexcapade. Greetings, ladies. I've been listening for years and just had to share my experience from last night. I'll try not to make this too long. Okay, so boom. I called my lover over for some fun and she came. 10 minutes after she arrived, my phone rang. It was my ex, who calls occasionally for a dick appointment. I had mentioned a few weeks ago that I had someone to introduce her to, and it just so happened to be the lover that was visiting. When I said she was there, the ex asked to come join us. Before I knew it, she was at the door wrapped in the 3/4 length coat and not much else. The two of them chatted while I showered and set the mood in the bedroom. You know, soft music, candles lit, and the comforter turned down. I wonder if men that can pull stuff like this off, like make some of their friends jealous who can't pull stuff like this off. Where'd I leave off at? And pulled the comforter down. After I joined them, we smoked and made light conversation. I asked the ex to show us her tattoo, and she pulled up her dress, revealing that she wasn't wearing any pantries. Any pantries. The ex asked where my toys were, and I happily retrieved them from the bedroom. I handed the butterfly kisses to her, and she laid back and began to please herself.
I suggested my lover change into something more comfortable, and she did, returning in a short, thin, little red dress. We began making out while my ex watched and moaned in excitement. As things were heating up, I suggested we relocate to the bedroom. My lover climbed in the bed, and we continued making out. After a few, I noticed the ex hadn't joined us. I asked my lover if it was cool for her to come and join us, and she said yes. I hurried back to the living room and grabbed the ex by the hand, leading her into the bedroom. I continued eating my lover's pussy and felt the warmth of my ex climbing over my back to suck on my lover's nipples and necks. I slid from between them and enjoyed the view for a moment. The ex was grinding and kissing all over my lover and eased her way between her thighs. You can go.
Oh. Wait, hold on.
I laid next to them.
I what?
I laid next to them is where you start.
I leaned over.
I laid next to them.
Where is that? Oh, I laid next to them and kissed my lover's neck. Why does he keep saying lover? You think he's from a different country?
I don't know.
Lover just makes it sound like an old man named Tom.
Oh, I be thinking people lying when they say shit like this. Like this came straight out of a book.
They practicing writing.
Mm-hmm. But maybe not.
I laid next to them and kissed my lover's neck and nipples as her moans got louder. Are you ready? I whispered in her ear. She replied with a breathy, yes. I counted down from 3 and asked her to come for me. She moaned loudly and struggled to catch her breath. I'm coming. Do you announce when you're coming?
No.
I do.
Oh.
She said through the moans, say it louder. I demanded as she repeated herself 3 times, each one louder than the one before. My ex sat back with a satisfied grin. I leaned over and began to eat the ex's pussy.
The ex or your ex? Which one is it? Anyway, my lover began devouring my hard dick. I was also getting confused. Was this a man? I got lost. All right. My lover began devouring my hard dick. A few moments later, I let out a loud moan as I exploded in her mouth. The 3 of us sat back and basked in the glow of what had just occurred. We made more light conversation and the ex excused herself. My lover and I proceeded to start fucking. The ex watched from the door. After a couple more orgasms, I took a breath to call a ride for the ex. I ate her out again as we waited. Her pussy got so wet. I was tempted to dive in it, but decided to just chill.
Her ride came and I returned to my sleeping over.
Sleeping lover.
Oh, my sleeping lover. We continued fucking until we erupted together in one final breathtaking orgasm. We snuggled and fell asleep. Only 2 hours left until I had to be up for work. I was a little late, but I made it. Tired as hell. I'm glad we had a short day. Sorry if I got carried away, but thanks for taking the time to read this. I love y'all. Keep doing what you do so well. I'll be listening to hear my story. Hope you enjoyed.
Sincerely, he tagged his Twitter because he wanted us to go look. Not it. I'm not doing it.
That baby tore a chapter, a little page of his book out. I was like, let me see if it's good.
Okay, well, check the comments and see what the girls think. It was good writing. But I would, if you're open to some criticism, keep listening. If not, turn it off.
Yeah.
But
thank you.
Change it from lover. Put a name in there.
Put some names and put your name, even if it's fake, and make it a little bit more, realistic. We appreciate you for sending it in.
Unless you are 68 and
this is really how you write, because
I also be thinking people say they're lover because I think of like they were closeted for a long time because again they're old and they were closeted and this is like my gay lover. I be thinking that. That's what kept throwing me off in the story. Like, is this 3 bitches? Like, what's going on? And I was just watching something on Netflix with 2 old ladies who have lived their whole lives like they were best friends. But you know what they say about old ladies as best friends and been roommates forever?
They be munching on pussies at night.
And they've been in love forever. And they finally came out now that they're moving into a senior citizen home, one of them retirement communities.
Where
I'm glad that they're able to be themselves. Anyway, that was a whole rant.
That was a rant. Anyways, to the young lady who was going to Puerto Rico for vacation, I really want you to go to paradiseandvibe.com and either come with me to Brazil or Fiji, and the rest of you guys can come as well. Paradiseandvibe.com and just see the world a little bit more.
Okay, you guys, so that's it for this week's episode. Thank you guys for listening all the way to the end. Make sure that you check the description box for everything we have going on. And then also make sure you're following us on Instagram. We're at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the drive. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Wait on the track. Wait on the track. I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the drive. Bye. Bye. Bye.